Hi, this is Alyssa. I am one of your co-wardrobes this year for Los Mejicas. This video is going to be showing you how to do this makeup look, which we'll be using for the 2020-2021 school year performances. This makeup look is done with products that are going to be listed down below in the description in a Google Sheets link. And in the Google Sheets you'll find the name of the product and the shade and where to find it and also the pricing. So yeah. Alright, so you're going to want to start off with a clean face and your hair pulled back. Ideally, you would already have your hair done after watching Tanya's video for performance hair. I start with my eyebrows because if you start with your eyes, it's easier to get rid of fallout before you put foundation on. Here I'm using eyebrow pomade and I'm filling in my eyebrows. I do the outline first and then fill them in, and then I do it lighter towards the front of my eyebrows just so it doesn't look like I have Sharpie eyebrows. But you're welcome to use any eyebrow product you want. So that could be eyebrow powder, pencil, pomade, anything that works best for you. After you fill in your eyebrows, you're going to go in with concealer to outline them and make them look nice and clean. The concealer around your eyebrows really helps to make them even, make them look like twins. My eyebrows do not look like twins to begin with. They don't even look like sisters. They look like half cousins that you barely see at family parties. But this step really helps in making them even. Next, I'm going to be setting my eyelids for the eyeshadow. This step isn't really necessary, but it helps a lot with blending. I put on concealer on my eyelids and then powder over that to set it. The powder just needs to be your skin tone, so it could be foundation powder that you already have or an eyeshadow that's your skin tone. For the eyeshadow, you're going to start with a light brown in the second row with an angled brush. And you're going to create this swoosh line, so go along the crease of your eye and then create a line that would be parallel of where your eyeliner would go and end it like below the line of your eyebrow. Then you're going to go in with the orange and the darker brown and really define that swoosh, and then the purple on the top right to really pack it on, really define it. And you're going to take a fluffy brush, and this part is very important because you just put a whole bunch of eyeshadow into your crease. So you're going to blend that out using windshield wiper motions and until you don't see any more harsh lines or harsh portions of a lot of eyeshadow. After you finish your blending, you're going to go in with a concealer on a brush and make this cut crease. So it's okay if your swoosh went a little low because you can fix that and make the lines nice and neat with your concealer. Again, make the line parallel to what your eyeliner would be. After you have your concealer all done, you're going to go in with the shimmery shades in the middle and the second row and really pack it on to where you just put your concealer. So then you're going in with the darker shimmer on the left hand side and putting in the same area. However, you're leaving like a space so you can still see the lighter shimmers in like a line of where the swoosh was. Then I do my eyeliner here. However, if you're already good with eyeliner, you don't need to do this step until after your foundation and concealer. However, I do it right now so that I have like a template, like a line before I do it, so I don't have to do this after I do my concealer and foundation because I messed up and needed to fix it, and that's really hard to do after you already have your foundation done. So I already went ahead and did my other eye. This is me realizing I left my nose ring in the entire video. It's important to note that you're not allowed to have any jewelry that's not provided by wardrobe. So I just took out my nose ring, but in reality I should have taken off my earring and necklace as well to be part of wardrobe. But next I do my foundation, and it is important to get one that's in your shade, so it doesn't matter what makeup line you use, but just make sure it matches your skin tone. Also, make sure to blend down your neck and all parts of your face because it's really obvious when it's not blended correctly. You could use a makeup sponge or a makeup brush, whichever one you find easier to use. After you have your foundation all blended into your face, go ahead and go in with concealer. So a step I learned on the internet is to leave your concealer for just waiting there for a minute. It makes it blend better and it makes it stand out more. So as my concealer is vibing on my face, I do the contour of my jawline, making sure to blend downwards. Honestly, just to give me something to do while I'm waiting for the concealer to really set in. Then I blend it with my makeup sponge. I put concealer underneath my eyes, on my nose, and the high points of my forehead, and Cupid's bow. Um, this is really important that you blend it out nicely. After I do concealer is where one would do bronzer, but I don't use bronzer. Contour is also not necessarily required, but it is beneficial in defining your face. Making your cheekbones pop, your nose in a certain defined shape, your jawline more etched out, and your forehead smaller, but it's not totally required. After I do my contour, I go in with setting powder. Setting powder is also not a required step, but you can do it if you're like me and have oily skin and you want your makeup to stay matte while you're dancing, because dancing is a time where everyone's oily and sweaty. Um, this just makes it nicer. So I let it sit there for a minute. It's translucent powder, so you need to let it stay there. Then I wipe it off with a brush, as you see here. Then, after I wipe off all my translucent powder, I go in with blush. Blush is a very necessary required step. It's going to be put on a lot more dramatically than a normal everyday look because it is performance makeup, so just really pack it on there. Next, I redo my eyeliner. So if you're already good at eyeliner, this is a step where you would do it for the first time, but I'm going over the spots that that were kind of covered with concealer foundation and really making those lines crisp. I still kind of messed up, but it's okay. Now I do the next few things in a kind of weird order, so if you don't like the order, feel free to change it. As long as you have the same end result, it's totally okay. So I'm going to do my false eyelashes next. So I put on mascara after I curled my lashes to help them stick better. Honestly, I'm not the best at applying false eyelashes, so I'm going to link a video in the description below on how to apply them, just so you guys know from someone who actually is good at it. But the general concept is you take the false eyelashes, put it against your eye, make sure it's the right length for your eye, and trim it down to size if necessary. Then you put eyelash glue on the lashes, wait for it to dry about 30 seconds so it gets tacky, and then you stick it to your eyelash line with tweezers, eyelash applicators, or your fingers like I'm doing, and just repeat that same process on the other side. You want the false eyelashes as close as physically possible to your real lashes. This will get a lot easier with practice, so if you're struggling right now, don't worry, it will get easier, and just try your best. Next you're going to put the shadow on the lower lash line, so you're going to take the purple we used and put it on the outer corner. Then you're going to mix the orange with the brown again and put it underneath your pupil. If you're looking straight at the mirror, it'd be right underneath your pupil. And then you're just going to take a shimmer shade and put it in the inner corners. Next, you're going to do highlight. So put highlight in the high points of your face. That's your nose, your cheekbones, your cupid's bow, your eyebrow bone, and the inner corners of your eye. For some reason, I didn't show me putting on mascara on your lower lashes. Please do that. Final step is to apply the lipstick. This lipstick is the only product we changed from last year's product list, so please make sure you go and get that before you do any performances. After you apply it, make sure to clean up the lines, and then you're finished. That's the end result. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions regarding makeup or hair, do not hesitate to contact Tanya or I either through Instagram, Facebook, Gmail, for anything. And I really hope you enjoyed this makeup look. Have a great day.